So cool, man. I'm glad to get you on video finally.
Yeah. Yep. Been busy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I just wanted to make this a quick little interview with you, especially since, looking at how you've progressed in such a short amount of time, I think it'd be really cool just to kind of capture your journey so far in just a few months. Um, but yeah, man, I guess tell us a little bit about what it's been like, working with us with Top Dog, and what was it like before you started working with us, and then what was it like after?
Okay. So I had another company doing Google ads for me, and I guess we ran those from um, April of last year until end of September, beginning of October. And we did okay at the beginning. Calls were real sporadic. Form entries on the line online were real sporadic. I did land a couple of big jobs with them. One was really large, but the calls and the entry forms were just very few and far between. And then the last, I'd say 2 months, which is when I got that big job. So after I got that big job, I didn't want to cancel them because I thought, okay, they've figured it out. We're going to get going here. But man, it just dried up, and so I was paying all this money for nothing. And so I got rid of them and started searching. And I had seen Blake on YouTube before, but never really paid attention. But when I got rid of the other company, I started looking and I came across Top Dog, started watching all the videos. And then I believe I called you, or you were the first person I talked to. Blake was down in Florida at the World Series or the playoffs or something. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to talk to him. And
Mm-hmm.
so you talked and told me, explained all about Top Dog. And then I asked if I could speak with Blake, and Blake, on his vacation, scheduled a call with me. And so after talking to him, I signed up right there with him on the beach, and me sitting in my truck in the rain. And um, so we put the campaign together, and I think 2 weeks later we launched it, and I got calls that day. Um, and I would say there probably has not been a day where I did not get at least one call. And most days I'm booking at least one job, even if it's just a couch removal or an appliance removal. I'm booking jobs on a regular basis. Um, the part of the program where you guys email and text realtors, I'm already starting to see fruit from that. I've bid for two other realtors. And the first realtor that called me, actually, it was a big house clean out. We got that job. That was a good, almost $5,000 job. So that worked out really well. And so making contacts that way, and it's been really good. It's worked out really well. I'm very pleased. You guys have been very patient with me because I am not technically savvy, and so uh, learning how to navigate the CRM and all of that stuff. You've been very patient with me and helped me out. And when I miss text messages from the realtors and whatnot, you guys follow up with letting them know what we do and all that. So uh, I have no complaints. It's been an awesome experience so far, and has definitely helped us. And we're in the slow season, so
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, I'm very excited about the busy season coming up here in a couple of months.
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess for some context, I should ask this first. I guess tell us, what's the name of your business, or where you're located, how long you've been doing this, all of that kind of stuff.
So I'm in Flower Mound, Texas, which is North Texas, the north of DFW, and the name of my company is Legacy Junk Removal. I'm in business with my son, and so that's how we came up with Legacy Junk Removal. Um, and so I got into the business because I was doing residential remodels, and I had a dump trailer, and it had slowed down a couple years ago, and my trailer's just sitting there, and it was my most expensive tool, and I thought, man, I need to be making money with this thing, and this was pre-COVID. I need to be making money with this, so I just threw an ad on Craigslist after watching some YouTube videos of how to make money with a dump trailer. And so I threw the ads up on Craigslist, started getting calls, started learning about renting out my dump trailer, started doing that a little bit. And so I transitioned full time into junk removal at the beginning of 2021. So yeah, the beginning of 2021. And now that's all I do. Plus, I still do some demolition, so junk removal and demolition. Uh,
Awesome.
so yeah, that's how I got in the business.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. So working with your son, I mean, you want this to be your family business, something that he can, you know, jump right into. That's a really cool thing. And it's teaching him a really great work ethic, all that kind of stuff. So it's been really cool on the outside looking in, seeing the strides that you guys have been making, and to be a small part of that. And but as far as working with us, I mean, what marketing agencies they're kind of a dime a dozen, aren't they?
Right.
There's thousands of them to choose from. What made us stand out from the other options available?
Well, you work with just junk removal companies, and so the business. You had, and the thing that sold me was your testimonials, videos like what we're doing right here, watching these guys on YouTube and what you guys have done for them, and just the results. And then I was really impressed on some of the videos. It shows where Blake has communicated with the guys, with his clients, and with my other company, I would have never have spoken to the owner of that company, the owner of that advertising agency. He doesn't even know who my name. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't know who I am, where I am, or anything. And so I just like the personal aspect of it. It's kind of strange, but I get that there is a real family atmosphere with you guys' company, and of course that's what I'm trying to create with my company. And so, yeah, I was at the point where I didn't have anything to lose. And so let's just try it. And I'm glad I did. It's
Yeah.
really worked out. In fact, this call has gotten put on hold because last month or 2 weeks ago when we were supposed to have this, I was running down leads and didn't have time to make the phone call. So
Yeah. 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 And that I'm always happy to reschedule a call if you're working.
and I almost had to reschedule this morning, but the client was very flexible, was able to move her schedule. So um, it almost happened again this morning.
Hey, that's not a bad place to be. So what would you say has, I guess, been the X factor for you that helped you make the decision to jump on board with us? Like what was the thing that really just pushed you over the edge?
The customer service aspect, the fact that not only were you going to put a Google campaign together for me, you were in the initial stages, you walked me through all of that and helped me understand it better, because again, I'm doing good just to turn on a Zoom call and get that ready. So you guys walked with me through that. You explained everything very well. You've been patient in the process, but it was the customer service, the fact that you run the Google ads, the fact that you do the text and emails to realtors and property owners and things like that, and that you guys got my back. If I'm busy loading a trailer, you guys follow up with a text if I'm for those clients if I'm not there. And every time I've had a question, you guys have answered. And so it was the customer service and the help, the support that you guys have given me.
Awesome. I love to hear stuff like that because, and this is just all honesty coming from me. Like, I genuinely want you guys to win. Like, I feel like when you guys have success, I'm having the success too. And Blake and I, we put our heart and soul into this because we know that you guys have families and bills and houses and all these different things that you want to do. You want your life to be better. And so we feel like we're playing a very small part in helping you guys reach the goals that you want for your own lives. And so, yeah, I mean, that's what drives us. We really genuinely care. And so,
and that comes through, and that's obvious. And not to get too sappy or anything, but I was seriously considering my options. What am I going to do here? Because whatever month I started with you guys, the previous month, I think I started in November, the end of November. So yeah, November was a tough month. And I was really thinking, okay, what am I going to do here? Because I can't go create my own Google ads. I don't understand all of that. And so, like I said before in the interview, I didn't have anything to lose. And so I gave you guys a shot, and it's paid off. I don't know how many times over, but it has. And it saved my um it's helped my drive, put it that way. It's given me hope, if you will, because like I said, November was really, really rough. And because we started running ads right at the end of November. And so, yeah, it's been great. It's really, really helped my business.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's been really cool to just, I mean, I look at your numbers weekly and I just look at just the amount of volume that's been coming in. I'm just like, man, and we're in the slow season. I'm just like, I'm just so excited to see what is going to happen
Yeah.
once we get to peak season. Like it's probably going to be off the chain this year. And
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm hoping and praying for. It's a little scary. So like we had rain all day yesterday, so it was a slow day. So I've been ramping up, getting ready for that, make sure all my systems that I have are ready to go and all of that. So yeah, it's exciting, but a little bit scary too. But I'm happy. I'm ready.
yeah, it's a good thing whenever you have too much work coming in, right?
Yep.
Where you're having to turn down jobs because you might not have the resources to fulfill them. But I mean, that's a good place to be. And
Yep.
so I remember that initial conversation that you had with us when you were on the fence. And
Mhm.
I was actually in a meeting and I stepped out and I had the conversation. I was standing in this gym, this like corporate like company gym, just pacing around, just listening to it. I was just like, look, man, if it's not the right time, it's not the right time. But if you trust us, if you give us a chance, I think it's going to work out really well for you. And so it definitely has. And
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
I'm so I'm super excited for you guys. But I guess getting towards the end of this interview, what in one word would you use to describe us and why?
Let's see, one word and words. That's going to be hard to do, but words like efficiency are coming to mind. Professional are coming to mind, and this is not answering your question because I'm giving you more than one word. Um, uh, Customer service. That's two words. But uh, the reason why I describe efficiency is because uh, once I signed up, you got my information. We were up and running less than 2 weeks later. And I know some of that we had to wait on Google, but on your end, you guys were right on top of everything. We started running and we started getting results the same day. Um, and you guys are there. I've said it a couple of times in this interview, but you guys have had my back when I couldn't get to a text message or an email, and you helped me out with that. And so, um, partners. That would be the word I would describe. I feel like I have a partner um, on the side of things that I don't know anything about. I don't know about Google Ads. I mean, y'all have taught me a lot, but on advertising, I have a partner, and that has my back. That's the word I would use is partnership.
That's awesome. And that's exactly what we want to convey when we work with somebody. Like we're not just another lead source.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just another lead generation company. There's too many of those.
Right.
We provide systems and support.
Right.
And so we definitely feel like we're partnered with you. We're along with you on this journey as you're growing your business through the highs and the lows. And yeah, we definitely we love that relational aspect that we bring to the table. And I do think that it helps us stand out from the other, big name, junk removal marketing agencies out there. And so because we're still small enough that we can still provide that level of service. And so, but yeah, it's really cool to hear that from you guys. It's definitely encouraging. It just shows that the work that we're putting in is fruitful, and that the message that we're delivering, you guys are receiving. And so I just love to hear that kind of stuff. And so I guess the very last question for you for this interview is, what would you say to somebody that is on the fence with working with us? What would you say to them to get them over the line?
Well, I would say that, you're not going to be disappointed. Um, you won't feel like you're wasting your money. I did with the other company. I, I don't even want to think about, and I have not yet gone back to see how much money I spent with them. Um, it's thousands of dollars that didn't have a return. And I've already gotten more than my investment, if you will, in the months that I've been with you guys. So, and I would tell them you have nothing to lose. If you're already trying it and it's not working, try it. If you've never tried an advertising agency or company before, then go online, watch the videos, the testimonials, and you guys are sincere, and give it a try. That's what I would tell people. You've got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate your time this morning to do this interview. And I hope anybody that's watching this video, if you're on the fence, give us a call. There's no pressure whatsoever. We just want to have a conversation with you. And we want to, figure out where you're at and see if there's, any potential for us to help you reach those goals that you have for your company. And so, but yeah, this is Top Dog Digital. I'm Chase. And this is Matt.
All right.
We'll see y'all next time.
All right. Thanks, Chase.
Yes, sir.